What's going on, internet? It's Sam Nash, Scribe of Spirits. And today, like many of your other favorite content creators, we're tasting Found North, Helldiver 15. Well, rather, I should say, like many of your other favorite content creators, I also received a sample of Found North 15. And while officially there were no strings attached, I do like to review everything I get a hold of. So I did try this once before briefly, and my palate was off that day, and it didn't taste very good. So I want to try it pretty much clean. I've had a little bit of peated whiskey, but it was very light. And doing this for so long, I can taste through that. And besides, I washed it away with beer. So let's talk about this. And I actually have to have my notes out because it's got so much going on. This is the second release in the High Altitude series. The first was Peregrine. Well, this is an age statement of 15 years. It's actually a blend of 5 different distillates: 15-year corn whiskey, 22-year-old corn whiskey, 23-year-old corn whiskey, 18-year, and 19-year-old rye whiskeys. And that's just the distillate makeup. That's not even counting the casks they use, which is insane, the amount of what they're using here. They are using sherry, cognac, and new wood, virgin oak. This is 85% corn, 14% rye, and 1% barley, and is clocking in at 59.5% ABV, 119 proof. So, the color is beautiful. It's a nice honeyed amber with gold twinges throughout, even a little bit of ruby. On the nose, I get a lot, and I mean a lot, of rye. And considering that rye is only 2 of the 5 distillates, it must be very powerful. I'm assuming that while it's only 2 of those 5 distillates, those 2 distillates make up a majority of the blend. Trying to get past that rye. I get some of that corn note, but I also get a lot of that cognac. Interesting. It's got a really... when it's there, and it's heavy. But it has also a kind of soft, not overbearing note of butterscotch. No, not butterscotch, sorry. Proper English shortbread cookies and a little bit of like movie theater butter. There is a slight twinge of that sherry sweetness on the nose. Let's move on to the palate. Again, this is very rye dominant. But once you get past that rye, that cognac is just all over your palate. It's like a really nice high proof cognac. That's kind of what I'm getting more than anything. I'm getting a high proof cognac aged in rye barrels, or maybe some like cognac rye hybrid spirit. You know, I had to think on this for a minute and sit on this. helldiver is not for me. Plain and simple. I wouldn't say it's a bad product. Obviously, a lot of people enjoy it. But for me, the rye is just too strong in this particular release. Um, I really, really, really had hoped I was going to like it because it sounded so interesting. All the cask finishes and the ages of the distillates they're using. But it's a miss for me. Thank you to Chris and the whole team at Found North for your generosity in sending me this 100 ml sample. I do appreciate it. And as always, guys, samples are disclosed and reviews are honest. So cheers, and we'll catch you in the next one.